Welcome back. This is still GameBreakers. I am Thomas. I'm here with Allison, David, and Diamond, and we are playing Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition. This is a Bard's Tale. Before the break, our intrepid heroes had just dimension doored across a mercury, or a quicksilver waterfall, inverted waterfall, avoiding the hazard through the use of a well-described dimension door. They planted themselves almost directly in front of the awaiting monsters, a hulking brute. And let's all roll initiative in the completely dark, miasma-soaked mine of the elemental plane of Earth.
Not the time to roll a 2, Stan. Oh well, got a 4.
17!
17. Oh wait, yes, hang on. By the way, I would suggest that, Struana knew how long her spell would take.
Yeah.
So she would have started it before we got in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, it takes an action to cast. She would have been describing it while you were getting in. That was mostly just for flavor, because it was...
I bring it up because the reduce spell lasts 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I leave it to DM discretion when that wears off. Oh, also, do I need to specify that I already had my weapon ready?
No. I assume you guys are all ready to go. Mm-hmm. So Stan, your total was a total of 2?
4.
4. Struana got a 17. How about Lovelace?
I always forget to roll for her. What the hell?
Lawrence was going my turn.
It makes me feel better.
19. I got a 17.
Struana and ClickClack, who's got the higher dex? I assume ClickClack.
I assume ClickClack.
Okay. Well, in that case, at the top of the round, Lovelace.
How did we land?
Struana declared that the moment, like, as she was going through, she was basically pulling you guys out of the bag. So you guys are all within 5 feet of each other. At about the point where I took out, where Struana came out.
Am I right in my estimation of how big this is right now? Like, kind of manhole cover size?
Yes.
As opposed to coffee table?
Yes, that's about right.
Or dining room table, I guess. She's impetuous, but she's no idiot. She's going to get behind me.
Okay.
This is not the time to test out her new size at the start of a fight.
All right. Dodge action probably, is that the action she's taking?
She's getting behind the gnome and going full defensive.
Okay. ClickClack.
Actually, sorry, redacted. She gets right in front of me and goes full defensive. She's not engaging, but she's still doing her job.
And ClickClack, did you get left behind?
I think I'm under Struana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm going to make this magical. Just let me have a turn to make it magical. It's going to be great.
It's all fun and games till the bagpipes come out.
So
The bagpipes, they're short pipes.
And
That's fun and
bagpipes.
games. ClickClack. You see a mess of Gru and a hulking, awful, translucent horror in front of you.
Yeah, I do.
Translucent skinned, that is.
Damn them, and they're being spread out.
Your action.
Hmm?
Nah. Things I wish I could say.
Well, you should have said something earlier.
Yeah,
10 words
realize
is a
this-
free action. You can call out mid combat. Like, that's okay.
Hang on a second.
I can dispel the spell.
What spell?
The shrinking spell.
Don't worry about it. We would have had this conversation before going through the thing. It's fine for now.
But I can make it gone. I'm so confused. Okay.
It feels like there's better uses of your time in combat.
And
The whole last combat session completely disagreed with that statement. Completely. Everything
Well,
but
that's definitely more than you can get in a free action. ClickClack, what do you do?
I was just making fun.
I'm shooting somebody.
All right. Ooh.
When the DM gets happy, I get nervous. What are the little things?
You have identified them as Starspawn Grue. Grue. They are the least consequential, most annoying harbingers of this mad god's plane. They also, you remember, have a gibbering aura of madness around them, in which you currently reside.
I'm shooting the one at 12 o'clock here. Yeah, 12 o'clock on the map, not from my character point of view.
Sure. Plenty.
Oh, I have advantage. Hang on. What the fuck was that? Okay, still the 19. So it's like a 31 to hit.
Way more than you need.
Okay.
Right? It is literally dead between the eyes.
So 19 damage on the first one.
So at first, you're not positive that you hit it, because, I mean, it looked like it was square between the eyes, and you see the arrow continue on in its path, and then it takes a few steps, like, at the same speed, and then it just stops moving, like the last of the commands from its brain reached its body, and then there were no more, and it just...
Yeah, I've seen that before. Second attack. This guy at 2 o'clock. Yeah, again, like 30.
Plenty. More than you needed.
Mm-hmm.
By a lot.
18 damage.
This time the arrow sticks, but there's again no movement past the few twitches that are left over. It is dead. Bonus actions, move actions.
I hide behind my crab shield.
Okay, you take 3/4 cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Struana.
What do I know about Gru? There's just one question I have in my head. I'm trying to figure it out.
You know, they're little, they're weak, they have, they're immune to psychic damage, and that's it.
Okay.
They're insensible to pain.
Then based on what I know, I'm moving over here. I'm not within stabbing distance. The whole point is to stay away from stabbing distance. And you see her shake herself, take a deep breath, and blow every note she can at the same time. So I'm casting Color Spray.
Okay.
As a 2nd level spell.
All right.
So
Tell me about Color Spray.
So Color Spray is a 15-foot cone from me. I'm going to roll dice, and then that is the number of hit points that we can take from. Anything that is affected by those... let's say a creature has 5 hit points, we reach 5, we subtract 5 from the total, then the next creature gets hit. They all get to be blind.
You are going to need to get closer to get any more than one Gru and the Hulk in that.
I was aiming this way.
But start the measurement where you're standing, not the.
Sorry, I can't. Oh, okay. That's what was happening. Sorry, I'm over here. We're still within. There we go. I don't have.
Now you'll get those two. The Gru and the Hulk.
Yep.
Okay. If that's what you're aiming for, you got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. All right.
What is the save?
There isn't one.
Oh, it's an attack.
Yep. It's just it doesn't say anything about a save or making a ranged attack. I'm not damaging them. I'm causing them to be blind. Magical blindness.
Well, I have to look it up. There is, as a design mechanic, there is always either a save or an attack.
I don't. A dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your short picks. In this case, it's
it's the declining hit point. Okay, roll 60-10, right?
It functions the same way as sleep.
Yeah.
I'm rolling it as a higher level, so I'm actually rolling 8d10.
Okay.
And that gives 45 hit points.
All right. The Gru is struck blind. It seems not to know what's going on. The Hulk is not.
And I'm gonna back up like another 5 feet then.
Okay.
This is still within my movement for a turn. I tried from here to hit. Wait, where are you? That one and that one, but that one's red, isn't it? It's been.
That one's dead. That's the one he murder-fied.
Okay. So that one's blind. I went forward and yelled at them and then backed up. Basically.
A face-melting bagpipe solo. And now this Gru knows which way it was facing, and it will run until it runs into something. And that is going to be Struana. It's just running in a straight line.
Can I just, like, take a step to the side? Like, does it really take an action to be like, that's nice?
That is represented by its blind disadvantage to attack, is what that is. And indeed, like, it charges forward, goes. I mean, that's also the extent of its movement. Charges forward and just, like, gropes blindly in the direction of where it thinks the enemies are. Just screeching and yelping the entire time. And it's really hard to concentrate. This one, the rest of them take a charge. And all right, so this one's against Stan. Nope. Nope. And Lovelace at disadvantage. Nope. I see you saw that crit, but no, it was on the other side of. So unless an 11 hits, you're heavily armed and armored crab.
Nope.
And
think
thus,
stats change very quickly. Yeah.
I'd have to check the spell, but certainly not its AC.
Reduce doesn't affect AC. I don't think. Disadvantage on strength throws and checks, and weapons are reduced by 1d4. That's it.
So the Hulk just barrels in and just like kicks and scoops the Gru out of its way, and then just with both arms does a sweeping twirl with that giant blade, and will make this attack on everybody within 10 feet, which is everybody. Oh goodness.
Ah, seriously?
The attack
Roll
against
20 is a jerk.
Lovelace has disadvantage, but not against anyone else.
There ought to be a rule against the GM having natural.
Oh, it does say a separate slam attack against each creature. It's not one against all of you. So that one was against Lovelace at disadvantage, no crit.
Yay.
Now, Stan.
We're all dying. Great.
Yay.
Have a beer about it. Here's to our death.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see replacement characters.
And Struana. The one against Stan clearly missed. Struana does a 28. I am certain hits you.
Yes.
I won't insult you by being like, does it 28? And ClickClack 16, 25 hit you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe.
So everyone that took a hit needs to make me a DC, or needs to make me a dex save. And meanwhile, I will roll.
I got a dirty 20 on the dex save. Oh my god.
Uh, 29.
All right. You both avoid being flung. So, Struana, you will take 9 bludgeoning damage. And ClickClack, you will take 15 bludgeoning damage.
So
I'm sorry, slashing.
So it is going to take 5 cold damage
Okay.
because I have Armor of Agathis on. And I'm, as a reaction to that, going to cast Hellish Rebuke. So it needs to make a dex save versus my spell DC.
Hey, you may have good spellcasting choices include doing dex save against big hitting guys. I don't think is going to make it at a 14. Nope.
So its damage it's not going to be extensive, but let me hurt him.
Still, every little piece.
Oh,
And the best time
13?
to do damage is on their turn.
He's got 13.
That's
So 13 fire and 5 cold.
okay.
That's gotta feel so weird.
I mean,
It notices you.
it hit me. Of course it noticed me. Sorry.
Like really aggressive Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah. Like Vicks Vapor Rub in your eyeballs. That face.
But
That's the face
cold
I want to
somehow.
be. That's the face I want the big bad guy to make, except it doesn't feel healing.
As it's flailing about, it screeches something in that horrible screeching sound they make. And speaking of that horrible sound, I'm so very sorry, but both of those dex saves need to be at disadvantage. In fact, all of your saves are at disadvantage right now.
I rolled the same thing! It's a good die. It's a good die.
Oh, I thought you had a dirty... Oh, I see.
Yeah, I still have a dirty 20.
I was looking at your 2d10 roll. Nice.
No. That was the damage. I just didn't want to dig out the potion bottles to roll 2d10.
What you do, ClickClack?
My space.
18.
18 still makes it. Just by that much. By that much.
Dexterous and tiny.
And it screeches out, and there are answering calls from deeper in the cavern.
I still have comprehend languages active.
Oh, you are assaulted by a language whose truck and trade is madness.
Oh, great.
Hearing this speech makes
Scottish,
your
right?
brain.
No, Welsh.
It's. I mean, this is Lovelace territory. This is or Lovecraft territory. This is the sort of thing that having understood or heard it threatens to warp your mind. But the message being conveyed is bring more.
So,
and the message being returned is on our way, and the master commands you to hold the line.
So then over the headphones, like they're bringing reinforcements. And if I'm talking to all of you, like I'm talking over the headphones, I'm not going to scream it across the room. We have the little dealy bobbers. I'm going to use the dealy bobber.
All right.
Yeah. Why are you explaining this?
Stan, what do you do?
I drop the torch and draw my weapon, my flaming warhammer.
Okay.
And Lawrence charges. Or is under all these icons.
Lawrence could not have made it through the dimension door.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were. You were. Yeah.
I just I forget about him not coming because he's usually in battle with me. Well, I fucking charged then and not actually charge because that's not a thing in D&D unless you get defeat. But I run with vigor and This is a problem I have a solution to. And then runs.
All right.
And swings.
Okay. I would also like to point out that it made a melee attack on you, and your shield hates that. I know that's a new mechanic for you. It doesn't have to hit. It just has to make the attack, and your shield can be mad about it.
Noted. So...
How dare you!
That's the name of it.
How dare you?
Yeah. The shield's name.
does 20 hit his AC?
It does. Remarkably, not particularly the dodging type of foe. It does seem to have a very thick hide, but that with the angle you get on it, it's not a problem.
14 damage. The one's planted in front of him, swinging again. The 19 hit the AC.
Yes.
$19 damage.
That is flaming damage. So you start laying into it, like just, a good rhythmic tang. It's not thrilled about any of that. It didn't, cripple it or anything, but it's not just shrugging off these shots. It's feeling it. Anything else? Bonus actions? All right.
Yep.
Would you make me a wisdom save or charisma? I'm sorry, a constitution save for Lawrence.
Lawrence isn't there, though.
Lawrence is still on the other side, and there's no way it's letting you go into a fight without him. He's going to charge through.
22.
Okay.
Oh, no. That was for Lawrence. I'm sorry. That was from me. I don't know what his constitution is offhand. Let me look. Sweet.
Unless you dismissed him back to the celestial plane, he has one job.
Not quite sure what his constitution save is. Is it?
What was the dice?
It's 11.
Okay.
Then he has his constitution's a +2.
All right. So wild-eyed and covered in quicksilver, Lawrence will emerge, and you'll be able to mount up next round if you want to. He seems okay. He seems okay. Top of the round. Loveless.
Full defense.
Okay.
Like 300 shield style is she's just perched up in front of me.
Now, I will point out that she would have gotten a shot as a reaction if you wanted to take it. If not, that's all right. Because something made a melee attack against you.
Right. Sure.
So we can do that one now.
Yeah.
And then ClickClack's on deck.
Okay. 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Hey! 10 damage.
Nice.
And a grapple check.
Wow.
She's got him.
Maybe she will do something.
She got him just like right behind the knee, and he's got. Yeah, you rolled a 1 on that.
Yeah.
I'm glad,
Wow.
as it should.
So he is now restrained.
This is
Advantage on attacks.
this is the big one.
This is the big one. That's the one that made the melee attack on you.
With her free claw, she is firing her mortar launcher into his face.
Okay. You will get advantage on that attack. Right, instead of going full defensive this turn?
Yeah. Okay. So that would be her dex bonus, right? Because it's a range attack. 21.
That's a hit.
I have to remember what I loaded in there now.
I just assume it defaults to Alchemist Fire.
I was being clever. I put a whole list. I put a whole Whitman's sampler of pain.
Right. Well, the last you did fire one off last time that was an Alchemist Fire, so whatever you rerolled it with.
This one would be a vial of acid.
Okay. All right. It begins to corrode into the skin. Like you get it right, like center mass, perfect shot.
Nice.
ClickClack.
While laughing. There's got to be a better way to fuck with this guy this turn. This changed plans.
It's funny how your plans can be ruined by unexpected success.
Yes. Did we ever work out the specs of my ice arrow?
Just like the other arrows, it just swaps out your regular piercing damage for cold damage.
I shoot him with an ice arrow.
Okay.
That's... What did I just... No, that's... Hey, no, wrong button. He's... What are you doing? He's, engaged in melee, yes?
He is restrained, so you have advantage on... So you do have advantage on this attack.
Well, not that it did me any good. So that's
it does activate soon.
23 to hit?
Yep, it is a very big target, and not particularly fast moving.
I'm re-rolling that damage.
Savage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, it will.
went from an almost minimum damage to even closer to minimum damage.
Oh.
But still a respectable 15.
Oh, that is so annoying.
Yeah.
Second attack.
Oh yeah. 15.
Do you still have your point of inspiration? I will tell you, you're very close. You're within inspiration range.
I got one last time for something.
Also, it's restrained, so you have advantage.
I gave you one when we started, just because. Also.
Yeah, way down Struana gave everybody one, but you have advantage. It's still restrained.
What the hell?
Time for physical dice, my dear.
Bad luck is bad luck.
Good grief.
Inspiration? Yes, no?
Yeah, that's what that was. That was what gave me advantage, so I could roll a 2.
The creature being restrained is what gave you advantage.
Oh!
Struana's inspiration gives you an extra d10 if you want.
Yep. You just roll a d10, add it to your whatever.
How do I still confuse this? So...
You do a lot of things with your life.
That is a hit. You didn't roll a 1.
Right.
So even if you rolled a 1, you'd have gotten it. You're
Okay.
see some damage. Struana, you're on deck.
Yay!
20 damage.
20. You do more without the sneak than with the sneak.
Is it still standing?
My explanation is the ice arrow threw me off. It's weirdly weighted. Also, shut up.
Bonus actions, anything else?
Hiding behind my shield.
Okay.
Do I also get advantage on attack?
It is restrained. Anything that has an attack roll.
First, we're gonna move behind Stan. And then I'm going to blast it, I believe. Okay, let me double check my damage on that thing. So many of these are per slot level. I like the per level, but can't fireball because then I will hurt my friends. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. So that's just a ranged attack.
You could easily fire past and have the inside edge not get your friends. I mean that's an option. You don't have to center the fireball on the Hulk. You can center it wherever you want.
I sort of thought you would have to. Don't
You
know why I
target
thought
a
that.
square.
Yeah. You can fire it off like right about here, and the 20 feet won't get your friends.
Okay. And it might get this last Gru that is still alive right there? Or that might be still alive?
There are 4 Grus still alive.
Okay.
Or 3 Gru.
So
Wait,
if
1, 2,
I
3.
aim... We're looking at 20-foot cubes, so I want it to... Yeah. So here-ish it shouldn't hit them? Is that what we're looking at right there? On my map, there are like names that are in the way of me being able to see exactly where everything is. So that is why I'm confirming with you before I cast the thing. I want it to definitely hit this guy. And as many other guys as possible who are not my guys.
You're going to need to fire it back here to get as many as possible. And you're going to miss this guy.
Okay. I'm alright with missing the Gru. I want to get a Hulk.
Okay. You will get all the other Gru.
Okay. So they need to make dex saving throws. Everyone there, dex saving throw. No. Yes. Yes. No.
Okay. 2 of the Gru are quick and skippy, but that may not save them depending on how much damage you do. Like they are also frail. But
So
importantly, the big guy also failed.
So the damage is 30, and it's 15 for those that succeeded at the saving throw.
So the 2 Gru that made it are still just wrecked. They're limping, chittering cries of pain. This had a deep scarring impact on the Hulk as well. Just flame just swept over it. You hear it cry out again, and it says, "They're spellcasters. It is not long before we fall. Glory to..." And then I need you to make a wisdom save in this horrific language.
What's who?
That's
Struana?
because I can
just Struana.
understand it.
Yeah.
We're doing the Lovecraft moment here. I got a 19, so I'm pretty happy with that.
You shake your head for a moment and realize that you blanked out for just a second when it said its name. Like your brain just rejected that entire moment. It failed to process, would not let it in. And that is what happens.
I hit a button on my headphones. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right. Bonus actions, movement actions. Oh, you already took the move.
I moved and I over the headphones, whatever the short version is of. I can understand their language. It might make me crazy. Plan for that.
I always do.
Comforting.
Just noting in my head to be like, that sounds really personal later.
Chattering and screaming in the darkness, you hear claws scrabble as another pack of Gru whips around a corner into sight. The two just broken, scorched ones have no sense of self-preservation and are going to attempt... Stan, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on one of them.
Great.
They both hate you so much.
15.
I believe that's a hit. Let me triple check that.
That's true. That I have to.
Yes, that's very much a hit.
I have to critically hit them to fail.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to roll ones not to hit the group.
Yeah. All right.
They're not clever or cunning. They're just vicious.
19 damage.
Between that and the fireball damage, you just blast it into charcoal. It disintegrates into dust before your mighty blow.
Blow it off the hammer.
The other one makes it around the corner, and Struana, is a 19 going to hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the Gru, right?
That is the Gru.
It's going to take 5 points of cold damage.
Okay.
How much damage am I taking?
While you're doing this, I need you to make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
14?
14 is enough. You take 7 piercing.
Ow! Anyone?
That's what happens there.
So it takes 5 cold. Yes.
And that is the end of it. That's the last it could take. It delivers its shot and then just.
It So was it a distance or was it a? I was reading.
Melee. It came up for a.
So
yeah.
It hit me and this frost burst just hit it and it looks at its hands. I like the idea of things breaking apart Terminator style. It's fun. Cross damage.
The Hulk has a difficult choice to make. First thing we're going to find out is, does it regain its spiffy ability? It does. Recharge 5/6. So Struana, Stan, ClickClack. Struana will 21's a hit? Yeah, 21's a hit. Stan, I don't know why I asked. ClickClack, is a 17 going to hit you?
No.
1 for Lovelace. And less. 13 on Lovelace.
No.
Okay, so Struana.
Ow.
I need you to make a wisdom save again. And let me
Ooh, nat 20. I got a nat 20 that time.
Tragically, you remain at disadvantage to saves because there's still a Gru gibbering in the neighborhood and the echoes just
15.
like... So,
You do get a +3 though, since you're within 10 feet of me.
right?
So 18.
Okay.
You only die a little.
Yep.
So you remember the way those the glass clubs that the giants were vibrating in some sort of ominous way. You still haven't found out what that's all about, and joyfully, you still haven't found out what that's all about. Unfortunately, 12 slashing damage.
And that's
Also,
from a Gru.
that is from the
big
Hulk.
guy. Okay. So in that case, he's gonna take 5 frost.
Okay. And are any of those concentration, by the way?
No,
Okay.
none of these are concentration. I haven't actually cast a concentration spell in a minute. Right? I'm keeping track. I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Okay.
His face. Dex saving throw.
With a 20, not a D8. There we go. Same roll. Should have stuck with the 8. That's going to be a 5 on the save.
He just takes 7 sudden fiery damage.
A blast back.
It's like you slap someone, they go, hey! Only in this case, the hay turns into fire.
Best case scenario.
So no, none of those are concentration spells. Go me.
Hulking around the corner behind the pack of Gru is a second massive form. But it can't close the distance yet. It yells out, "Master, the fight is dire. The portal is threatened."
I'm gonna repeat that verbatim over the headphones.
There is a scream. It sounds like a bunch of those Gru are dying at once. And then there's a pulse through that ephemeral, inky, co-located miasma. Just like a ripple, like the whole thing just kind of moves. Like someone blew a puff of air through a thick cloud of smoke. Stan.
I raise my hammer up and strike again. 20, and then I roll my second attack as a nat 1. As the first attack, I'll roll damage. 18.
Partly because your GM forgot, partly because the Hulk was distracted. It didn't take the action to remove itself from Lovelace's grasp, so it is still restrained, and you still have advantage on attacks. Dex isn't its only low stat.
Well, it's a 15 instead.
Okay. So, 15 total?
Oh, sorry.
No. Many. It's still a hit.
Yeah, it's still a hit. The damage was 18 still.
Okay. It is looking battered. Like it's getting to that, like it's kind of just sort of trying to wave off attacks. It's you've begun to exhaust it. It's almost out of steam.
Correction, take 2 off of that.
Okay. Second attack?
That was the second attack.
All right. What was the first attack?
18.
18 damage?
I guess I was confused about where you were.
The first attack was a hit. Did it do damage?
It did. That was the 18.
Okay, the second attack. And any bonus actions? Moves?
No.
Okay. So Stan continues to wail on the Hulk in front of him. It's getting like it's definitely punch drunk. Staggering with each blow. Lovelace.
Can she attack it while grappling with it?
Yes.
17 to hit. Oh wait, disadvantage? More than that.
That's a hit.
23 to hit. 6 damage.
Brutal.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think she can. Yeah, so that's her turn.
Okay. ClickClack.
Shoot him in the face. Yeah, so like 30 something.
Yeah.
22 damage.
Nice.
So, Lovelace basically had him held, turned, and like jabbed him in just such a way that it set him right up for the shot. And this one finishing. It stops
Beautiful.
moving, slumps to the ground.
Yeah.
So DM, how long is Lovelace shrunk?
It won't be long now. I'm tracking it.
Okay.
She feels like it's not long. Like she can feel it starting to wear off. She gets the little like burp like it, Bonus actions. Click. Oh, second attack.
Is he still alive?
No.
No.
That is
What's
an
still alive?
Hulk.
This guy?
Front crew.
They're still alive?
This is another pack that came around the corner. This was
Right.
the reinforcements. Also the one directly in front of Lovelace. It's kind of hidden by the nameplate, but it's there.
Oh, I would have shot that one first.
Okay.
Is it engaged with another
It
creature?
is.
Fantastic. Wow, fuck you.
Oh,
Well, except, fuck you with your bonus is
17.
that is enough. These are not well armored or highly dexterous foes.
Yeah, 18 damage.
And that will end it. Bonus actions? Anything else? ClickClack?
I
Movement?
hide behind my crab.
Okay. Struana.
Big hulking guy. Let's light him up. He needs to make a dex saving throw.
14. Don't
Wait
think
a
that's
minute.
gonna do.
It's not. Hold on. The way that I wrote something suddenly makes me wonder if this is on an individual. Oh, within a 20-foot cube. Okay. He and everyone in a 20-foot cube around him needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. What are you doing?
Fairy fire.
Okay.
So I know it says blue glow, but let's be honest, it's a purple glow. So they are all lit up. Practically speaking, they can't be invisible, and any attacks against them have advantage.
Okay. Only one of the Gru failed.
Okay, well, one Gru and big guy are lit up.
Indeed.
Basically, like putting a target on them
like so.
real.
Yep, and you do. That's exactly what it is. It's a big old hit me sign. Even you can see it stand in the dark outside of the torchlight.
excellent.
Bonus actions, move actions.
I'm continuing to strategically stay behind Stan and Lovelace, who
All right.
hopefully is getting bigger soon.
So the Hulk that's just rounded the corner screams out again in that awful language, deep speech, and will commands the Gru to hold the line. Don't just charge and die. Prepare them for the master.
There's another big one coming after these guys. I think that it's worse than this one.
Let's go.
And they all take the dodge action and start gibbering at you. Yep, very much so. Right, it's trying to stay just out of your reach. Draw you in. In fact, one of them even ducks into the pool or the quicksilver and just like is swimming downward with the flow with its head just a little bit out, just like yelling profane insanity at you. The Hulk also takes position and holds its blade defensively. Well, the next thing that happens is from out of the wall here, a corpulent monstrosity emerges out of phase from the wall and becomes solid. It's floating about an inch off the ground and is just a mass of tumored whorls. It's like someone took the concept of twisted space and wrapped skin around it, and then squished it into a bipedal form.
So the flesh version of redwood burls?
Very much like that. very much like that, with something that resembles a mouth. It is reminiscent of it. You can see where eyes may have once been placed, but are all tumored shut. And without any sort of introduction.
Did this happen in the next round, or was there any time in between?
Oh, this is the next initiative turn.
Okay.
Stan, I need a DC 19 Wisdom save at disadvantage.
You have a point of inspiration.
That's true. Is it a bard point or a GM point?
It's a D10. You have a D10 for me you haven't used yet.
Yeah, I'm going to use that now.
You can use it after you roll.
Oh, good. That's
It
even better.
specifically says you can use it after you roll and then decide to apply it later.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
And is that with disadvantage?
No. You roll that again. So, disadvantage, that is still the same. So I would be at 15. Now I'm at 23. I remembered the sound of the short pipes, and I held on.
So you are briefly acquainted with the feeling of being twisted into a Mobius strip. And from that you will take 19 psychic damage, although you have resistances. But you manage to anchor your mind in this place and moment, and no further calamity befalls you. And it just sort of cocks its head, and too late to be an offering. Only Struana understands it.
On an emotional level.
No, I have comprehend languages going on.
Yes, I know. I was kidding.
Oh, I
And
was taking you literally.
Stan, you're up.
I don't see any psychic damage resistance.
You got it from your knightly badge. You were granted it as part of your knight's vestments.
Right.
It's a boon.
Was that half damage?
Yes.
Okay. So, my turn. I'm gonna charge at this new guy. Monstrosity that's emerged from the mist, and
Okay.
swing my hammer at it, because it looks like a nail to me. 15 to hit.
You connect with its rib cage, and it's just like.
Oh, a 1. Ah! The second attack.
So the second attack, you go again for the same spot, and this time it just reaches out its hand and goes, just grabs the head of the hammer, and give me a strength check.
Or takes 1d10.
Well, give me a strength check.
29.
Okay, you managed to pull the hammer back out of its grasp. It doesn't have what you would traditionally call thumbs or fingers, More like a divided flipper. Bonus actions? Anything else?
It takes 3 damage from touching my hammer.
It didn't make an attack against you. That was...
If anything touches me or it hits me while wielding it.
Okay. And with that, we will break for the session. Facing a new threat, we'll give the players a week to bone up on what they got. Meanwhile, if you like what you see, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want to get better, hit up our Patreon. Links in the doobly-doo. Until then, have a good game.